Hi folks, I'm not sure if anybody's actually watching this, but if you happen to stumble across it and I've got your attention, then stick around. My name is Keith. I am from Northeast Pennsylvania. I am not from New York. I am not from Los Angeles, and I am not from Miami. I am a designer. I'm also a painting contractor, which I've been doing for a gazillion years. And I own a small gift shop and garden center with my partner Bill, with whom I've been for 21 years. So, what I wanted to talk to you today about was design. Interior design, exterior design, landscape design. And yes, there is such a thing as exterior design, which many people neglect the exterior of their homes, unfortunately. Everything that I talk about today is going to be my opinion. I tend to be pretty opinionated, but I'm also a little fed up with everybody telling everybody that they're out of style, what the trends are for next year, what things to avoid. None of that matters. Your taste is your taste. Your style is your style. The only thing in design, as in life, that matters is balance. I'm going to give you some examples of how balance can alter a room, as well as lighting. Lighting is incredibly important. So, what is design to me? As I said, it's my motto on my website is design is an emotional balance expressed. So the things that you like, the area you want to live in, your car, your friends, they're all expressions of your emotions. At least they should be. They should not be expressions of other people's emotions and what other people tell you you should feel. So balance is the key. Not too much, not too little, depending on the situation. If you own a nightclub and you want to design it, you probably want to go for excess. But in your everyday life or in your office space, especially when you're trying to make prospective clients, customers comfortable, and relay a feeling of professionalism, then you don't want to go to excess. You want everything balanced because you want them to get that vibe when they come in. So my background, you name it, I've done it. So the majority of my life I've spent working in animal medicine, working with animals. I've been a painting contractor for 20 plus years, and so I've spent many days and hours and weeks discussing color with people, discussing design layout, helping them pull it all together. So I definitely have a lot of experience, and I've dealt with everything from $10 million homes to $40,000 homes, and it's the same, it's just a different scale and maybe different quality of products, but none of that really makes a difference to me. I can prove that. That gorgeous mirror behind me, Facebook Marketplace, $50. It's over 7 feet tall. That is a German coal stove, which is actually running and heats this space. Marketplace, $300. And what every designer would tell you not to get is that, which is bed in a bag, and that's the hugest faux pas. And I happen to really like the colors for this space. So again, I don't pay much attention to what's trendy, what's not, what's in style, what's not, what you should do, what you should. If you like it, you like it. If it works, it works. It's all about balance. And this room that I'm sitting in is actually very eclectic. And what you can't see are the antiques around the room, as well as mid-century modern furniture. So it's a blend of everything. And why? Because it's all things that I enjoy. And the balance in this room is mainly the colors, balance, and it's also because there is such an eclectic mix. They all play off each other, and it works, and nothing in this room was expensive, I can guarantee you that. So old items, new items, black items, white items, balance. Symmetry is necessary to a point, but it depends on how you define symmetry. So you don't need two of the same object, one on each end of the mantle, to have symmetry. You need size, you need color, you need numbers. If you have a large item on one end, put 3 small items on the other end and you'll have symmetry. Again, balance. Just imagine everything's a scale, and if you have too much weight on one end and not enough weight on the other end, then that scale's going to tip and it's not going to look right. Highs and lows. Life is full of highs and lows. We go through this every single day. You have great days, you have terrible days, you have everything else. But if you didn't have the terrible days, you certainly wouldn't appreciate the great days. So we need both, and we need both in our design as well. So most of the most beautiful paintings and photography are of emotion and not positive emotion. A lot of them are sad and negative emotions, which is what makes them so absolutely beautiful. So don't be afraid of that at all. If you have a room that's 100% completely happy, it's probably going to be a children's playroom. And they're going to grow out of that happiness pretty soon. So absolutely put happy items in your room, put sad items in your room, because both are equally as beautiful. Comfort and discomfort. So the Victorians would intentionally make their furniture uncomfortable. So detailed, ornate, engraved carvings in the back of the chair. Why? So when you or your company sat there, you had no choice but to have good posture. You couldn't lean back because it would be painful, to say the least. But it also created a beautiful design for that space. So comfortable items are not always attractive. I see way too many overstuffed sectional couches with all kinds of gadgets, and they look absolutely fantastic in a finished basement, but they don't look fantastic in your formal living room, generally speaking. So comfortable? Yes. Right for the space? Probably not, depending on the space. Round and square. Mix both. Don't have all square, don't have all round. If you have a square rug, put a round table on it, vice versa. If you have a round table, put a square tray on it, or whichever. Round mirror in the center, 2 square paintings or mirrors, one on either side to balance it out. We definitely want both. Life is not all square, and life is not all round. So you can throw in a triangle over here and there as well. So old and new, traditional, contemporary, outdated versus in style. Everything's in style again. So if it's outdated right now, give it 5 or 10 years. Stick it in the basement, bring it back out. It'll probably be worth twice as much as it is right now, and it will be in style again. You can also take your outdated pieces and throw on a couple of coats of paint and get a little creative, and wham, they're in style again. So I wouldn't follow those trends. What's in style, what's not in style. I would avoid them and just go with what you like, and you can work through the balance of everything, your life included. So symmetry, again, are things that reflect another. A pair of something is symmetric, of course, but it doesn't have to be, as I said before, the same thing. You can have 3 vases on this end that are small, 1 vase on this end that's large, 3 vases with nothing in them, one vase which is smaller than the group of three, but has something in it. Balance. Lighting. That's going to be a video in and of itself. Any photographer, any videographer, anybody in the arts is going to tell you that lighting is probably the most important aspect of what they do. It is also, in my opinion, one of the most important aspects of design. So there are certain things that you're going to want to highlight in your space, and there comes the lighting. There are certain things that you are not going to want to highlight in your space. I see so many homes with top hat lighting, and please don't get offended if you have that, but all it's doing generally is highlighting your floor. Up lighting is better, and down lighting is better from a central point. So if you have a lamp that's central height in the room, it's throwing light off to the top, it's flowing right off to the bottom. The light that it's throwing off in the center is typically muffled, which makes every single one of us look better. Fluorescent lighting does not. Blue colored LEDs, and what I mean by blue is the light that they throw off is a blue light, does not make anybody look good. It does make specific items like countertops and specific furniture pieces where you can focus it on that piece look good, and I will show you examples of that as well. But my recommendation, unless you're in an incredibly contemporary space, is to use warm lighting whenever possible. And you can get warm LED lights now. I would avoid fluorescent no matter what color they're in. They tend to throw off a blue light regardless, but LEDs come in a variety of colors now, so just always go for the warm light, and it just warms up the entire space. Alright, so that's all for now. Thank you so much for 12 minutes of your time, or 15 minutes of your time, or 20 minutes of your time, or however long this ends up being. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to email me, and you can find contact information through my website, which is keithbockovendesign.com. You can also find information on my shop, which is coldcreekgardens.com. Have any questions? Hit me up, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.